All my boys
no
tell
more
me this.
blowies?
All my boys tell me, yo, my ex was a freak. Like my wife used to be a freak. Like she used to, we here, there, anywhere on her face and anything. Yo,
but what happened though? What happened?
First thing they do is cut their hair. They cut down the sex. And
what?
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. All right. Once you put that ring in, the blow.
Anyway,
stop.
So
don't do it.
It got so bad. It got.
Jesus. Put this shit down.
I do.
No, I counted down, bro.
3, 2, 1,
Counted down.
and
All right,
welcome
ready?
back.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and we're live. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on another episode of Jesus. Your host, George Mora, and today we're accompanied by some simps, some real life simps. All right.
Who you
All right.
talking to?
No, not you, bro.
Oh,
Not
okay.
you. Never you. Never
All right,
you.
cool.
Never you. Some.
Oh, we're talking about Chris.
No. So we got some great guests for you. All right, but before let me do my little pre-intro. All right, my little warm up for the guests, for anybody that's watching. All right, our last episode did absolutely great, spectacular, amazing. That's why we got the co-host back,
Yes, sir.
Michael Vasquez right here.
Vasquez coming back for another episode. Always bringing back that energy though. It's that energy, bro. Even after I had the surgery, bro, I gotta come back hard, and
Exactly.
I'm gonna try not to be loud, but I'm probably gonna be loud.
Exactly. Jesus gang, Jesus peeps, Jesus. I don't know what to call the community, but either way, welcome back to another episode. It's gonna be absolutely fire. It's gonna be amazing. All right. Don't be afraid to get your dick wets. If your lady's next to you, what's up? But all right, yeah. All right, cool. We got literally two of my favorite guests, two of my favorite people that I see every single week, and we're gonna play poker right after this. We've got a guy who's already been on this show, a Taekwondo master, guy who's taught me how to kick, who is over here bagging girls, bagging bitches, 40-year-old biddies on the streets.
So that's what we're gonna talk about.
He got
today.
the hot boy summer vibes going on all around
that's what
him.
we're talking about today.
Straight Colombian vibes. And then right next to him, we've got another Peruvian guest, all right? One with the Boston caps. Works straight out of Google, bro. My tech man. We've got Chris Alfonso and John Rodriguez. What's up, boys?
What's up, everyone?
What up?
Don't be shy. Don't be shy now. Don't be shy.
And everybody who's watching, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. All right. I want you to share this podcast with your grandmother. You know, matter of fact, let's leave your grandmother out of this. All right. I want you to call up your long distance cousin. I want you to call up all them friends from high school that you're not friends with anymore and be like, yo, watch this podcast. All right. Maybe it's to waste their time. I don't know. All right, but I need that energy. I need that energy up here. All right, cool. I need y'all to call them up and be like, yo, like,
either dies or fucking dies.
I was ready for that one.
All right, boys. All right. We hyped it up. That was great. All right. Before I start this show, I'm gonna call out an influencer, a creator, a content creator, a guy who's been literally taking my name and running it through the fucking sand, bro. All right, somebody's been calling me out. Look at their faces.
Who?
Look at their faces. They're like, "Who the fuck?" Even this guy's like, "What the fuck, bro?" He's like, "Who's calling?"
Are we talking about
He's like,
Edwin?
"Who's talking shit?"
Stop.
This dude is fucking
What are you talking about,
wild,
man?
bro. All
I'm
right.
confused.
There's this big content creator on the rise. All right. I don't know. People know him as this guy named Jeff Wittek. He's from Staten Island, New York. All right. He's got like this great, phenomenal documentary coming out. All right. But you know, I was a fan. I was a fan till I heard the shit he had to say on his last podcast. Right.
About you?
Yeah, about me specifically. Of course, he's talking about me
because I want to watch.
Yeah, we're gonna pull it. Yeah,
serious?
you know, for the people who don't know who Jeff Wittek is, especially my audience right here, except I think Chris knows who Jeff Wittek is. Look at him, bro.
Sorry.
Look at him. Look at him. This incredible,
bro,
handsome. This man is
sexy,
sex,
bro.
all right.
Wait,
absolutely
bro.
disgusting. It's disgusting. Look
curious
at
to
him.
know
That's not what I
Look at him.
expected.
Look at him.
I'm curious. Wait, what did he say? Besides that, you have no.
That's the last.
I've got evidence. I've got evidence on how he's come at me. Everybody knows him as friends with Dave Dobrik. You know, this guy right here, big influencer. John, you
wanna
ever seen
see.
these guys?
That's hilarious.
You know anything about them? No, but yeah.
Well,
all right.
bring up that video
John,
and
you
then
don't
we'll
know
talk
who
about something else because I really want to know what he had to say.
Oh, he had to say, bro, listen, dude, he's from Staten Island. He's out here. He's got his whole injury thing going on, all right? And listen, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Jeff Wittek. I like Jeff
I'll be honest,
Wittek.
I don't even know who
All
that
right,
is.
I've been following him since the very beginning. All right, literally, like the way I found him was like last month he released his documentary. All right, so I've been a fan. All right, and people are gonna be like, "Yo, you're not a real fan, bro. You're just
What's the
you're just-
documentary
you're just
documentary about?
doing this for views."
It's like his up and coming.
Yeah, so basically, he got into a big crane accident. All right, and he wanted
died.
to share. He
word?
wanted to document what happened to him. He had kept it under wraps, and he created like this nice little like series of contents on YouTube, kind of like Netflix. They have the little mini series. He created like this docu series, which was like just about how he like overcame like mental obstacles, like
He milked
anxiety.
it, but it was great. He executed it perfectly.
I mean, people say he milked it.
no, but he
Bro,
deserves it.
listen,
He almost
listen.
died.
Listen, I'm a fan. Like I said, I've been a fan from the very, very beginning. All right, which was just like last month. But either way, it doesn't matter. Don't look at the time. All right, I'm still a fan. I still support the dude or whatever. And I can't believe he called me out like this. It's absolutely disgusting. But
Bring
either
it
way,
up.
look,
Let
I'm
me see this.
gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up.
No
for everybody to
way.
watch. Hold
Did he
up.
really?
Hold up.
Jeff
Hold up.
FM.
Damn, I can't even get the full clip.
Why you look so
All
weird?
right, look at him.
That looks like nothing in the guy. The
Wait,
picture.
bro,
Look at-
full screen.
Look
Full
at what
screen.
he
Full
said.
screen.
Is the
Full
one
screen.
on the desk.
No, that is fully
Yes,
full screen.
but that wasn't what I saw before.
We're having technical. This is him. This
He's
is
wearing a shirt. That's why.
This is the guy right here. Look,
Put it in the middle.
look,
Put it in the
look.
middle.
I
'Cause
can't
people-
move.
There you go. Right
I
there.
can't move.
No.
I don't know. Why is it doing
See, because stays in the corners.
All right, either way, yo.
You
All
know,
right,
it's good.
all right.
Play it,
No,
play
no,
it.
all right, I'll play it right here. Fuck it.
I'm the YouTube Jesus.
You heard him?
What did he say?
You heard him, right?
Yes,
He
yes.
straight disrespected
What
me,
did he
bro.
say?
I'm gonna play that shit
He said,
again, bro. It hurts every time I play it, Chris. Thanks for shoving it in my face.
I'm the YouTube Jesus.
You heard him?
I'm the YouTube Jesus.
Oh, he said
I'm
I'm the YouTube
Jesus.
You heard him? No, everybody's confused.
I heard
He
it.
just called himself the YouTube Jesus, all right? We all know there's one Jesus on fucking YouTube, all right? And that's fucking the Jesus show. How fucking dare he? Mad disrespectful. This motherfucker, bro. All right. Well, listen.
You know what
he's
he
going
should've
out.
done?
He's calling out boxes and shit. He's making content, fighting people on vlogs in the street. Well, guess what, motherfucker? We're from New York. We're from Queens, New York. You're from Staten
Who
Island,
the
all
fuck
right?
is this guy?
Who the fuck is this?
guy? Who is this guy?
Staten Island isn't even a fucking borough, bro. Fuck that.
You think?
You think whiskey gonna help you?
It's not. It's not. All right. Listen, Jeff Wittek. All right. If you're watching this video, I hope you are watching this video. Listen, I will box you and your whole team. All right. Outside my house, anywhere. I don't care. I'll do it for the content. I'll do it for the vlog. But I can't stand for this. You think this is the only strike he's done? No. Literally, right after this podcast, y'all seen my other episode, right? Me talking about Bitcoin and all this shit. I predicted that Bitcoin's gonna go to 100K. Listen to this motherfucker, bro. Listen to this motherfucker.
I can predict the future. Bitcoin is going to 100,000.
Bro,
What the fuck, bro? You're just stealing my content at this point, right?
Oh wait, is that something that you said?
Yeah. I had a whole episode about it.
You think he's probably watching
This guy
your
didn't even
videos?
watch my shit. Bro, I think he's watching my videos. I think he's
Flag his
straight
shit,
up
just flag his shit.
stealing my content, bro.
You
We're
only
just
watch
flagging
the ones
him.
he's in.
We're just flagging him. But no.
Sheesh.
So yes, that's right. Yo, we're gonna poke out his other eye. You heard Jeff Wittek?
All right. All right. Let's get
No,
a little
no.
more juicier.
All right, but yeah, but no. For real though. All jokes aside, bro. I absolutely
Yo, Mike
love
can't
Jeff.
wait to talk about whatever.
He
we're gonna talk
can't wait.
about.
He can't wait. All right, but all jokes aside, I love Jeff Wittek. Jeff Wittek's an amazing YouTuber. We've all been talking about him for the past few weeks and months or whatever. And like for him to go over for what happened to him, which was that big crane accident, he had to deal with a lot of like mental anxiety and all that shit. And he really overcame it. And now he came out with this podcast. He's had a lot of obstacles in his way, being demonetized on YouTube. But he's one of those creators that I've been talking about even on the last episode, where it's like, yo, you just got to keep pushing. You got to put your head down and just keep pushing. He's one of those people that I listen to and like literally just motivates me to keep pushing.
Yep.
All right. So like, would I fight him? Absolutely. I would definitely fight him
will
in the
rock
streets, wherever. Well, listen. He's 190 pounds, probably like 6'1" or 5 foot. I don't know how tall he is, whatever. But he dropped weight. He's like at 135 or whatever. All right.
man.
So yo,
That's a lot
listen.
of-
So John, can I fight him, bro?
Of course. You'll
Okay,
sneeze on him, he'll fly
that's
away.
it, bro. My coach, coming straight from my coach, coming straight
A
from my
lot of weight
coach.
being lost, like 190 to like 130.
It's a lot of weight.
He could be capping about that, but I don't know. Either way, man looks impeccably disgusting. But anyways, all right, let's move on with the topic. Michael, you want to sit here and talk
Yeah, I
about
do
something?
have a question. I like to talk about this with different kind of people, obviously. But my question for today is: do you guys believe in love in first sight?
Do y'all believe in love at
Yeah.
first sight?
You do?
I
Why do
think
you
so.
Why do you feel like you believe in love in first sight?
Because I feel like, well, my case with my girl currently, like,
So you
feel
just
like
you just
I just-
you just saw
yeah.
your girl and you're like, oh, I'm
Think,
in love
think
with her.
very carefully about what you're about to say next. 'Cause
Yeah.
your girl is watching this.
no, I honestly do. Like,
You do?
like the way
I feel
we
like John
had
has
the
a different answer.
interaction. It was like it was a long time ago, but it was like so like unique, like not in the situation wise, but like how I felt and how I remember it. That to me, it felt like love at first sight, and that's how I that's how
So
I
you-
believe in it.
You
Yeah.
believe
How
in
about you,
love at
John?
first sight?
Absolutely not.
Why do you say that?
I was gonna say that.
Because when you first say you do look at a beautiful girl and you're like, damn, wow. Yeah, you might feel a little something, but you know what? After a while, through my experience, after a while, what if that person is not a good person? What if, you know,
So it's basically saying don't judge a
you are
book by its cover.
infatuated with that person? That's what it is. You're infatuated with their physical appearance, and, you know, it takes a lot more than that to stay in love, you know, or keep an infatuation that could maybe turn into maybe love. In his situation, it worked out perfectly for him.
Yeah, makes
So,
sense.
you know, that infatuation turned into actual, you know, feelings of love and mutual respect.
Okay, makes sense. So like, you think
Man,
you think people?
you didn't even ask me, bro. What the
Yeah,
fuck,
bro,
bro? Yo,
what
he
do you
just totally he skipped the
I wanna hear what
host,
Mike thinks. I
bro.
want to hear what Mike. He's the one-
Yeah,
how
Mike,
about
Mike.
you?
I want to hear
Mike,
what
you go
think.
first. Yeah.
Well, with me, if I believe in love in first sight,
Yeah.
hell no, I don't. What I went through, I mean, I went through only 3 serious relationships, and I think I was in love with somebody, but me as I get older, I realized that I was never in love with somebody, because if I actually was, I wouldn't be doing the things I were doing back then. You see? So I loved somebody, yet I was doing nonsense when I was with the girl. You see what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
think it was that you didn't love her. I think it was just you didn't respect her.
No, I think you just didn't respect yourself. That way,
Well,
and if you can't
But
respect
that's what
yourself,
I mean,
you can't
though.
respect
But that's
her.
what I mean, though. When
Yeah.
you fall in love in first sight, you think you fell in love in first sight, but you don't, because after like months or days later, you feel like you want to still see other people.
It's kind of ignorant. It's a little bit
But
ignorant.
I feel like if you love at first sight,
So
not-
here's the thing. The
It's
question.
not ignorant. It's naive, and there's a difference.
I guess, yeah. But in a
Because-
sense,
When you're naive, you don't know better.
Yeah.
If you know, or sometimes you can even call it ignorance. It's not a bad thing to be ignorant about something.
Yeah.
You know, just educate yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta educate. You gotta
So
learn
we need
from
more
it.
people like
So
John.
no, well, all right. let me answer the question. The question was, do I believe in do I believe in love at first sight?
yeah.
Fuck, what the hell was that? All right, yes, I do believe in love at first sight. I don't like the idea of it because of exactly what we just stated right now. The fact that like people are so naive, they can be so ignorant, they can completely infatuate themselves, and they can unprioritize themselves, which is very important. It's something I talk about all the time. But I'm a firsthand witness of love at first sight. Not only your story that you just shared right now, but literally Wilmar, my best friend, right? Dude, this it was insane, bro.
I've heard the story.
He met this girl. Literally, he just met this girl, and you know, if she's watching this, or Wilmar and Erica watching, obviously congratulations. They're having a baby. You know, spoiler alert. Fuck. But either way, like they met at a party, at a friend's party or whatever. And then literally after the party, he's like, yo, like he came straight after the party to like see me and my friends. We were like at one of our friends' house at the time. And he was literally like, yo, bro, like I met this girl or whatever. I don't have her IG or her number or anything. He's like, I just met her. And he's like, I'm trying to like find her.
that's
Dude,
literally
so
what
he-
happened with me.
He straight stalked the shit out of her, and then he hit her up, and you know, from there the rest is they're having a baby. Fuck, they're having a baby. All right, that's what it is. So, do I believe it exists? Absolutely exists. Do I believe that, you know, there's many different kinds of love, and like I don't know, like I believe in love at first sight, but I don't think love at first sight necessarily is the best kind of love.
I guess
If
some people
you
get
what I
lucky.
mean. You know what I'm saying?
Some people get lucky, some people don't.
Yeah, some people don't. And
I think it also
Exactly.
depends on your situation that you're in. You know, you might love at first sight, might find somebody that you love, but the certain situation you're in or the person's in, the way how mature you are, a lot of things go into a lot of factors come into
And
how
even
everything unfolds once you met the love of love at first sight situation.
Yeah.
And whether you was it love at first sight or not, it just breaks apart because of maybe her parents or your situation. You're not mature enough, or she doesn't respect you, or this or that. A lot of things come into factor, and
she's a liar.
Exactly. Yes.
You should-
yes.
yeah,
She's a liar. All these
dealt
things.
with that, yeah.
There's also those very few situations, and where you're a kid or whatever, and you meet each other, and then you're both immature. You're both trying to grow, but instead you guys grow together. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare that happens, but you could essentially mature yourself and then build a relationship if you guys are both working towards building each other. You know what I'm saying? If you guys both have that mentality. So in rare occasions it does happen. I'm never one to sit here and say, yo, that will never work or whatever. But like John, the pessimist or whatever, he's been on this earth longer than I have. We call him Theo John for that reason.
John.
So he's seen shit, bro. He's seen shit. He's had stories. John, have you ever experienced love at first sight or been in love with a girl?
Of course.
So much.
Of course, especially when I was younger, in my 20s.
Yo, hold up. Did you guys know this guy was married?
Oh yes.
Oh, you knew that? Did you know that?
Amazing. That story is amazing. It's beautiful.
Wait, all right, let me hear this story.
I don't know if he wants to talk about that in a
I'll talk about whatever.
Wait, so what happened?
You'll talk about whatever.
What? How many years ago was this?
I was 22.
Yeah,
like
bro.
40 years ago.
So I was like,
Dang. Oh my god.
Real quick, I was in a relationship with a great girl.
Okay.
Great girl. And I broke up with her saying, I feel tied down.
Wait, were you guys married already, or
No. I was just dating this girl.
Okay.
And then I broke up with her because I didn't want to get tied down.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, 4 months later, one of my friends introduces me to his cousin. She's single, you're single. When I first saw her, it hit me like, bam, wow, she's amazing.
Yeah.
She got big tits, pretty face, long hair. I was like, wow. So anyways,
22-year-old John, by the way.
It's not him anymore.
So
He hasn't changed.
so we dated, and I became infatuated with her, but in a negative way, to the point where, I was spending every free minute that I had with her, weekends, evenings. I was living with my family at that time, and I was going to college, and and working, and my parents say to me, you know what? You're treating this home like a hotel. It's either you live with her or you hang out more with us.
Yeah.
I didn't listen. I didn't believe them. They told me that this time they're going to throw me out. So I came home one day. All my bags were in the street.
What?
All my clothes. Everything.
That's crazy.
They're like,
That is crazy.
yeah. So I didn't know what to do. I'm like, I told my girlfriend at the time. I told her, and she goes, "Why don't you just come live with me?" And Zelda, stop.
Yo, the bitches are on him, bro.
She just lived with me. I'm like, all right, cool. I thought it was a cool idea at the moment. It was very welcoming. The mother welcomed me because she lived with her mother. Come, no problem. A week later, the mom come. We were driving home, and in the mother's car, and she had a 2-door Honda Civic. So I was in the back, and to get out,
Yeah,
the person
yeah.
has to come out, move the chair.
Yeah.
So I'm in the back. The mother's driving. My my girlfriend at the time, and just call her Jane. Jane was in the passenger seat. So we pull up. The mother turns around. She goes to me, "So what are your intentions with my daughter?" And I'm like, "What?" And I look around. And I'm like, "Shit, I'm trapped." I'm like, "Shit, she got me." So anyways, I go, "Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If things keep going the way they are, I'll marry her." She goes, "I'm so happy to hear that. This is great news. Because you got to make some type of commitment to my daughter. The neighbors are talking, my family's talking. I understood that,
The neighbors are talking.
but
Neighbors.
yeah, the neighbors are talking.
Why is the neighbor
She's
getting
Muslim.
I don't know,
involved?
because
That's Hispanic. That's a big Hispanic culture where it makes sense too. But
Yeah, it
sorry,
makes sense. I mean,
don't
at
want
that, she, whatever. And she goes, "Oh, you got to make some type of commitment." So, fine, I'll get engaged to her. That's it. So I go out, buy this $8,000 fucking ring,
Shit.
and
Jesus Christ.
I have it in my pocket, right? And me and my ex, we were out. We were out in the city, and I just didn't want to give it to her. I just had like this feeling,
Yeah.
and
Already
On the-
regretting
on-
it before you even give it to her.
Oh,
That's
dude.
cool.
So you're planning on. You're planning on.
it
So
just
you
came
felt
so
forced.
sudden.
So
Yeah.
so you're planning that day to propose.
So-
Yeah,
It was
and she
pressure.
knew I had it in my pocket.
But it was all
Oh,
pressure.
she
Like,
knew.
yeah, you felt,
And we're in the city, and we actually took the train because she lived right close to the train in Astoria. And, you know, on the way on the train, she goes, "You're never going to give me that ring. You don't want to get married with me. You're going to have to take your shit out." So I'm like,
Oh my
Fucking way, bro. That is
Are you serious?
bro,
So-
what?
What is
know what?
wrong?
Oh my God.
You know, at that time, I was making
Facts.
literally like $35,000 a year.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't get an apartment for myself just yet. You know, my parents kicked me out. You know, I had a car. I had a
So
nice
she
car.
said you have to leave the house?
No, she was kind of like, she didn't actually say that, but she's like, "Oh, you know, we open our doors for you." Blah blah blah.
What's that?
So you know,
That's
she,
Oh my God.
yeah, no,
That
the
is-
pressure. So fine, you know, we got there. I got home. I got on my knee and I said, "Will you marry me?"
Oh, right there?
Yeah.
Wait.
shaking?
Did
Did
she
you
hit? Did she hit you with the like? Oh, I don't want it now that I feel like you're forced to marry
She
me.
was like, "Give me that shit."
Wow,
She
bro.
was like,
That's
"Just give me
so
that
much
shit."
pressure, though.
Anyways,
bro.
I did it in front of her family and everything. Anyways, so everything was great. She was like the typical perfect girlfriend. I'm like, she was cooking for me, great sex all the time, blowjobs here, blowjobs there.
Did they stop?
Huh?
Did they
No. And then we get married, and
Damn.
that shit stops.
That's what I'm saying. They stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, they stopped.
Yeah, it
Stops?
It
The
stops.
second he put the ring on, it stopped.
no.
Yo,
fucking
all my
way.
boys
No
tell
more
me this.
blowies?
All my boys tell me, yo, my ex was a freak. Like my wife used to be a freak. Like she used to, we here, there, anywhere on her face and anything.
On her
Doesn't- Yo,
But what
now
happened,
we
though?
got
What happened?
married,
Uh-huh.
First thing they do is cut their hair. They cut down the sex. And
What?
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. All right. Once you put that ring in, the blowjob
Anyway.
stop.
So
Dude.
it
Don't
got,
do it.
it got so bad. It got so bad that the mother noticed. That's how bad it got.
Oh,
You know.
well, she noticed no more
She was
blowjobs.
like,
She's
she has-
like, I don't-
You got to do your wifely duty.
She's like, I don't hear the pounding at
The
night.
mother.
That's what she told that?
Because I was
Damn.
complaining. I was
Wait,
complaining.
but what was she doing, though?
I didn't complain to the mother. I complained to her, to the wife.
What'd you complain about? Like,
I was
oh.
like, yo, if you're not gonna, I literally said, if you're
Why
not
is
gonna
my
give-
dick dry? That's what you
No,
said.
wait. What's those exact words that you told her?
if you're not gonna give me what I need, I'm gonna go get her somewhere else.
Oh shit! You
Straight
said
up.
that?
Yeah. And she was like,
You're fucking-
crying.
You're a gangster for
I'm
that,
like,
bro.
fuck that. Anyways,
Jesus
so
Christ!
Valentine's Day was the day that I realized that this is not the girl for me. So I was training. I got hurt very bad. I tore my meniscus. Slight tear, nothing crazy.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
So I was in bed for like we were actually working on a internet business together. However, in order to make income, we were working at restaurants. So she was working in the day, I was working at night, and in between we were working on the business, which was great. It was doing well for us. Anyways, I got hurt. I couldn't be a waiter anymore. So I was laying in bed, whatever. And she said to me, what did she say? She goes, I don't like, she goes, I know you're hurt, but I don't like this, that you're being a bum.
Wow.
And
What
I'm
the
like, yeah,
fuck?
basically that's what she said. So I go to her, okay, whatever.
Valentine's Day?
No. So Valentine's Day was 2 days after. And you know what? She was my wife. I really didn't have that much money. I had a coin jar. Went to the bank, all fucked up. Cashed out all the coins. Came out to like $85. I'm like, you know what? With this $85, I'm gonna make this the best Valentine's Day for her. Boom. I went and got lobster tails, filet mignon. I was cooking everything. I cleaned the house. We had a dog. I brushed the dog, gave him a little bow with little hearts around them,
Oh, shit.
chocolate kisses, petals on the
With a
The
torn
works.
meniscus.
The
with
works.
the tournament, the works.
The works.
The works.
The works.
You know,
She's a whole
nice
cheeseburger.
music, bro. She comes home. I pick her up. Oh, so it's 5 o'clock. I'm supposed to pick her up from the train at 5:15. She calls me up at 5. Oh, I'm gonna be late. I was like, oh shit. I'm like about to leave. She goes, oh, I'm gonna be late. I go, how much? She goes, an hour. An hour turns into 3. She don't get home till like 9:15. Now, mind you, I was home preparing dinner and I gotta turn her off. Preparing dinner, gotta turn her off.
Yeah.
You were on your toes. Just
Yeah,
fucking-
I was just like, fuck. By the time she ate dinner, it was rubbery. Especially like lobster tail.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
my
Yeah.
God.
You know, so anyways, so I pick her up at 9:15 and I was upset. I'm like, yo, I'm the only husband without his wife on Valentine's Day. No, it's not true, but that's how I felt.
That's how you felt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of
Yeah. I
course.
get it. I get it.
So, you know, I took her home. She was like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Oh, this is great. Like she was just like amazed. And, you know, she sat down. We had the rubbery dinner. And, you know, so, you know, I kind of wanted some at the end.
Of course, Valentine's Day.
A little something for the effort.
She was late because of work, though.
What?
Yeah,
You did all that. She should know. All right, I'm gonna give this guy the best sex tonight.
Yeah.
What happened?
So, anyways,
She's like, time for bed.
she goes, "Oh, I got you something too." She takes us out Hershey chocolate bar. I'm like, "Oh, thanks." And whatever. I really didn't give a fuck about the fucking chocolate bar. I just wanted some.
Just want to stop it.
And I'm starting to kiss her. She goes, "No, I don't feel good." I'm like, "All right." And she goes, I go, I'm on her. She goes, "Oh, I don't feel good. I don't think I really want to." So I'm like, "All right, whatever." I just turn over and turn on the TV. Then she goes, "Okay, let's go." I'm like, "Let's go." So,
John, Mike.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. So I'm like, "Yo, let's go. Let's do this." So I like certain things and I start grabbing her and kissing her and whatever. And, we start having sex and she, 5 minutes into it, she goes, "Are you almost done?" So I immediately,
Yo, what?
Who is this girl, bro? Everybody watching this. Fuck you.
What's her government, bro? Give
Fuck
the full
you.
name.
Let me restart the camera real quick.
We're talking
All right, boys and girls. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We had some technical issues with some SD cards or whatever. But either way, we're back. John was finishing off his story about his matrimony. He said that she turned and looked at you, I think.
right.
The cliffhanger.
The cliffhanger, yes.
Said,
So she turned in and said to me, "Are you almost done?" So I bounced right off her, and then I turned over, really upset, obviously. Then she obviously felt bad, and she said to me, "Tomorrow we'll have sex. I promise." John,
Keep my close.
sorry. So she says to me, "Tomorrow we'll have sex. I promise." I'm like, "All right, whatever." The next day was actually a weekend. It was a Saturday. We went out, I don't know, to some gardens or whatever. And the night came, and so I was ready to cash in my chip. So, I'm starting to get closer and closer. And then she says to me, "Is sex really the only thing you think about?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, wow." And I just sat there in just disbelief. And from then on, I knew that this just was not going to work out.
Just
I mean, there
because
were
of sex?
other reasons. No, there were other. It wasn't just about the sex. There were other reasons as well. She was a manipulator.
Okay.
Very insecure. Like if we were driving and I was looking at, I don't know, McDonald's, and there just happens to be two girls there.
So you just called it quits?
For many reasons, my family didn't like her. But
how
yeah,
long after you guys got married?
we were married for 11 months.
Almost
That's
a
how
year.
bad it was.
Almost a year.
Did you get the ring back?
No, that's why I would never spend more than $3,000 on an engagement ring.
Yo, Chris, you too. Mic up. Mic up.
Wait,
Yeah.
but so when how did you do it? You're like, "Oh, I want."
Yeah, how was the divorce like, were you like, I need a
Not
I
that
need a
process,
divorce?
but
I gave her.
wanna-
So we bought a house in Long Island. We bought a house in Long Island.
Oh my
A bunch of
God.
stuff was.
that quick into the marriage?
Yeah, because that's one of the things that I think messed up the marriage. Like once we got married, she was immediately on the let's buy a house thing, and instead of us enjoying traveling, we stayed home.
I mean, the house thing makes a lot of sense for a lot of couples.
Yeah.
Right,
Like, financially.
we were both
Married,
22
yeah.
years old.
Wait,
Yeah.
how did it work out when you're like, "Oh, I want a divorce"? Did you tell her you wanted a divorce?
Was she devastated or did she agree with you?
No, she was devastated, and I slept on the couch that.
And she took the house.
I gave her the house. Don't give a fuck.
Give her the house.
You actually
my
guys went through the
God.
house and you
So
gave
I'm
her the
saying-
I
house.
gave her everything. I didn't give a fuck.
She's finishing off payments.
Yeah, you fucking.
No,
So, okay.
she actually forfeited the house. It fucked me up, and it was one of the worst mistakes I've ever done.
Shit. Oh my god. No
But
fucking
now
way.
it's over.
Yeah. So all right. So my question is, and obviously you have a lot of friends. You have a lot of friends in the financial district and all this shit. And I'm sure they've been married as well.
Yes.
Have they faced like kind of like that same thing, like in marriage? Like I guess no,
absolutely.
like my question is, as soon as they put on the ring, do they stop? Like are they like do they change like the women like from your
You know what? Let's be fair. Both people change.
yeah?
But
I mean like less sex favors
People have told me that the sex diminishes greatly
after the ring goes on.
Yeah, but then the women tell me that the romance diminishes greatly.
Okay. Yeah.
So
That
it
makes-
kind of
it's a give and take.
it's a give and take.
So
Always.
lesson here is like pretty much as soon as we put on the ring, we expect too much, and we just don't do enough.
we get comfortable.
Yeah, we get too
We
comfortable.
bagged this already.
Yeah,
I don't have to do
that's
any
why
work.
she called
She's
you a
stuck with
bum.
me.
You
I'm
know what
stuck
I'm
with her.
saying? She called you a bum. You know what I'm saying? Michael's ex called him a bum. He changed his whole life and shit. We had that whole episode. Shout out last episode.
Shout out to my exes.
Also Michael's TikTok. About to reach 100K. No.
I actually saw her on a dating app.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Oh my
recently.
god.
She's-
Oh,
Actually,
so
like,
since
you
we're talking
match?
about that,
Did you match?
Are
3
we
years.
talking
Did
about?
you swipe
are we
right
talking
or
about? Are we talking about Tinder or are we talking about?
So hey, yo,
Did you
John,
swipe right
put-
or left? Did
put
you
us-
swipe right
No,
or
it
left?
was-
Now we
it was
know
a
John
like.
uses Tinder.
Like,
Oh, so you like? Wow.
So
bro.
what else you have? Yeah, you use.
You swiped left on your
no,
ex-wife?
she actually liked me, and I'm like, oh shit.
But the only reason you found
nah.
out is because you liked back and you it's a match.
No, obviously I'm gonna like that because I wanted to talk to him. I'm like, wow, this is interesting.
And how'd that go?
That's crazy.
So you made the mistake twice. You didn't
No,
learn
no,
your
no,
lesson the
no.
first time.
Let's be
He
honest.
found his ex-wife back on Tinder and then
wasn't
swiped
Tinder.
right on her.
At least you.
Oh, was it
at
even
least you-
Tinder?
Listen, at least you know she's not doing better than you.
No,
We don't know that.
well, she's doing her thing. Put it that way. She's doing her thing.
You guys are cool.
Yeah, I guess. But you know what? So we met up, and
Wait, off the dating app?
yeah. So she goes, no, we start talking. So I said to her, I know you want to see me. I go to her, I know you want to see me. She goes-
Confidence.
She was
Off
like,
the- off
she
the
was like,
dating
yes, I
app.
do. I'm like, all right, so let's hang out. And we hung out. It was in the daytime.
Did y'all fuck?
No, but I was
Not
really
that time.
happy.
He's like, I was
a week
close.
later.
I was really,
I know a new title for this dumber video.
What?
Revisit my ex-wife on Tinder.
I found my ex-wife on
I
Tinder.
found my ex-wife
Yeah,
on
that's
Tinder.
what-
That's a good one.
So,
That's great.
she's wearing this fucking low-cut shirt. Tits are popping. She had big tits.
What?
Oh my
So
god.
I'm like,
She knew.
she's Colombian, bro.
no, she's Ecuadorian.
Oh, she's Ecuadorian?
She's Ecuadorian.
Ooh, same
Yes.
shit.
So,
No, they're not.
little funny story afterwards. I was hanging out with a few friends, and I liked this girl. She was banging, and I was talking to her, and she told me she was Ecuadorian. And this happened maybe a year after I had my divorce. I ran away from her, but now I don't mind.
Now you don't care?
I don't care.
Now y'all cool?
Now we're
Everything's good?
Everything.
That's great.
That's great.
Well,
That's,
she
that's a
knows-
crazy
That's a
story,
good ending.
though.
It's insane, though. That's
yeah,
insane.
it's an insane story.
She
The
owned
fact
you
that
up-
you found her again.
Oh, it was great. It was so funny. It was thrilling, actually.
It moved really fast. It went from meeting
Facts.
her, moving in with her, getting
The whole
married,
my situation with that
starting a
girl,
business,
everything.
buying a house,
Started a business.
all while you were even doubtful to even propose. So
In
it's
11
kinda like
months.
you knew things weren't gonna work
So
out.
the night before we got married, my family was in Cancun, Mexico, fucking living it up. And I love Cancun. I've been there like 14 times.
What the fuck?
There, I have awards.
I've heard stories.
Yes.
You have, you have awards?
I have awards for guest of the week. Like I used to be in there. They almost erected a statue.
He's not lying.
Your Me-
He's
almost got your
not
citizenship
lying,
in
though.
Mexico.
It's not a joke. This is not a
So-
joke.
So my whole family is in Mexico, living it up. The day before the marriage. No, I'm sorry. We were already married. We were about to buy the house. We're about to give the bank like about 20 G's, and most of it was mine. So this was my last money, because I bought $8,000 ring. So, but hey, I was like, fuck it, it's a house. Why not?
Yeah.
So we're gonna put down, because we already put down money. We got some special program through her, and she's Latina, whatever. Anyways, I was sitting outside, and I'm like, damn, I could take that money, fly to Mexico right now. And I should have.
Dude,
Just go to Cancun.
put it all on red.
Yo, at least at least I didn't have a kid though.
No, you know what? She wanted a kid right after
That's
marriage.
insane.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. At least
She
I
wanted
didn't.
to
Dude,
Yeah,
she
right
would have
after
been
marriage.
juicing you out of
But
that child
in all
support
honesty,
even till
she
this day.
slacked. She wanted the kid, but she slacked.
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
You have
But
been stuck.
You
on
really
that
did went out of your way. I
forever.
mean, even like you had a broken meniscus, and then you teared a meniscus, and then you got your piggy bank, and you had no money, and you went and did all that for like it's. I don't think you ever stopped
that
being.
side-
Let's be honest though, it wasn't really all her fault. Like
It's
there were parts that were your fault, right?
what do you think there were,
Or
or no,
no?
or do you honestly think you were like 100% like
One
the
A1.
best?
Because you were talking about the
I
whole
did the
romance
best
thing.
that I
Did you
could.
did you
That's
feel you
great.
got
I-
comfortable?
No, I did the best that I could.
Okay, see in
I
that
did the
situation,
best.
then
All right, so in the married life,
And
like
she even confessed to me after a few years, because the divorce happened over a span of 5 years. She took care of everything, and at the end she goes, "I realized it was my fault. She was mostly my fault." I'm like, I know, I did what I could, and you did what you could.
all right, so just real quick, just to put Chris on the spot, yo, at what age is a good time for you to get married?
at what age?
Yeah, or how long essentially do you have to wait to get married, or when's your ideal time to get married? I don't know.
Marriage? I honestly think it depends on.
Do you
the
believe in
situation.
marriage?
Yeah, totally. But I feel like you need to it depends on what level of your relationship you're in.
So you're in a relationship now.
Yes.
How long till you get married?
How long till I get married?
I'm putting you on the spot,
dude. I've been ready.
You've been ready.
I've been ready.
So it's
bro.
pretty much. It's like you're just.
I've been ready.
You're waiting for your moment.
I'm waiting for my moment.
And I envy him.
I like
I do.
that. What about John? Do you believe in marriage now?
Yeah.
Even
I
after
still do.
marriage?
Yeah. I mean,
You do.
my previous relationships were very negative.
Because if you had gotten married, you would have been fucked.
Yeah, and they wanted marriage, and both of them at the end of the rent was like, I'm just not gonna marry you. And they're like, well, there's no point in us being together. No, there isn't. As hurtful as it was.
But is it okay? So is the point of being in a relationship or dating to get married? Is that the point why people date?
That's upon the individuals involved.
Yeah, and it all depends. I think marriage is a step in the right direction.
Do you feel
and
like
growth, starting a family, buying a home,
John,
the whole shebang?
You dating right now in the dating culture we're in right now. Obviously, you're the single one out of everybody in this group, which is insane. And you're out here being, John's enjoying his hot boy summer. Do you feel like all these the women that you've been seeing want marriage or care for marriage, or what are their ideas on marriage? Has the conversation even come up? They would marry you in 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Oh my god.
They would marry me in 2 seconds.
Confident. He's confident. Yeah.
No, it's true.
He's confident, ladies. He's a bachelor.
Holla at him.
Holla at him.
Give him your Instagram.
Find him on Twitter. His Twitter link down below in bio.
Go to his dojo.
Go to his dojo. Yo, bro, you better be careful, bro. You get married with the wrong one, they're gonna take your dojo away.
Yeah. What do you guys think about dating culture in New York City specifically? At our age, at least.
Yo, bro,
think
I'm
it's
already in a fucking relationship. My biggest thing that I always preach about is just sliding in the DMs. That's my thing. Dating apps were never really my thing. I mean, Instagram is a dating app, though. Like in my opinion, Instagram is.
I think every social media
is the biggest dating app.
Anything that
Yeah.
shows pictures of you, selfies or whatever.
Yeah,
is a dating
Exactly.
app.
I just think that it's so.
Even Facebook.
There's a high percentage.
All right, I'm gonna bring this up because lately what I've been seeing, I actually seen somebody repost. I forgot who. I don't know if it was somebody in this group or whatever, but it was like somebody reposted of like this girl sitting here saying like this guy asked this girl in an interview. That was you,
That was
right?
me, yeah,
That was
I
you.
posted
Send it to me. Send it to me to my Mac so I could pull
It
it
was
up.
a good one. When I saw that video, I was like, wow, this girl is
What was it
fucking
up?
selfish.
Yeah. What do y'all think about this right here?
Oh,
so that people know exactly what I'm talking about.
But it's technically a female that thinks
You know what? Actually, maybe I can.
they are more valuable than guys, to be honest.
But
Hold on, wait,
why
I'm
does a woman
I'm gonna show y'all right
like
now.
what does she bring
Just
to
go
the
to my
table
stories. Just go to my stories.
to make her think that?
No, but you gotta hear her response. When
you're
you
gonna
see her
hear it
response, you got, like the first thing you think about, like, are you?
All right, look right
dumb?
here. This
Oh,
is
shit,
right
okay.
here. It's right here.
One generation of women. Just watch this shit.
Look for a man. He gotta give me all his attention and money. That's about it.
And why you deserve that?
Because I look good and I give him all my love.
What?
I do. Period.
What?
I could do a whole lot.
Like what? What can you do? Now I want to talk about
Pause that real quick. So the guy's like, oh, what do you look for in men? She was like, oh, for all their attentions and their money.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah. She basically she was
And then
saying
the guy was like, oh, why do you feel like that? And she was like, oh, because I look good. Just because of her appearance, she thinks that she deserves everything.
she deserves money and attention. That's what she
But
said
you
she
know what?
wanted
Guys
from
will
a
give it
man.
to her. Guys will give it to her.
Guys would give
Guys
it
will
to
give
her.
it to her.
John, this way.
Sorry.
But to be honest, though, that's kind of.
It's dumb.
So that's what I think dating culture is turning into now.
Yes.
I
You know what
saw
I'm
a
saying?
video today. I'll send it. This guy interviewing, and he's like, what turns you on? And she's like, what turns me on is when a guy spends money on me. I was like, he's like, just that? And she's like, yeah.
I mean, I'd be
But
going
then-
through girls'
but then-
Instagram stories. I'll be just going through my stories, and I see especially girls right now. They're really focused on like, oh, like let me get a guy who can provide for me. And then there's these other girls who are like, oh, like I don't need a man to provide for me, but I want him to be on my same hustle. Which I can.
That makes sense. That honestly makes sense.
I can respect that. But at the end of the day, there's this other group of women who are like, and there's also these preachers. I'll pull up a guy who's literally talking about like, oh, like throw money at her, like give her money. Like, how do you expect to be with this woman who's bad as fuck, you know what I'm saying? She got like nice tits, nice ass, you know what I'm saying? Carries herself very high, has a high standard for her way of living or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? How could you not expect to spend money on her, like by being with her? And I can get that reasoning, but then I'm also like, it's kind of fucked up. Like that's not really what a relationship should be
that's
about.
Really not.
You know what I'm saying? What are your thoughts on it, John? Hold on, I'm gonna
Everybody has a different definition of a relationship.
Yes.
Listen,
My bad. I'm sorry.
guys with money, if they like a girl, they're gonna spend money because they can. And guys without money will still spend money even though they can't.
I feel like that's how you
But
look soft. That's how you look like someone who would take advantage of you. Like, oh,
You
he
know
has
what?
money. I look beautiful as
Nah.
fuck. I'm gonna use my beauty to
You
take
know
all
what?
his money.
No,
That's literally how I see it.
No, of course. I mean, it's
Because let's be real.
I feel like it depends
Let's
on
be
the
real.
intentions of the girl, though.
You think women would spend as much money that guys are spending on them? Oh, like he bought me this expensive ass
Yes.
like bag or car, and you think the girl would do that? Let's be real.
I think
No,
no.
they're not.
I mean, in my
Obviously-
personal
All right,
opinion,
you
I
guys
have
are in
seen that happen.
relationships. How does it work with your girls? Like, do you guys spend money on your girls? Does she spend money back on you? Does she buy you stuff randomly? Does
Yeah,
she
it's like
offer to
both
pay for
ways,
stuff?
both ways.
Both ways, right?
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
it should.
All right,
be,
I'm gonna be
honest.
completely honest, bro. I pretty much said it very straight for my girl. And I've already had like this revelation, but that like, dude, like I went into this relationship, you know, telling her that like, yo, don't expect like monetary things from me. Like I'm a very frugal person. I like to enjoy the experience more than than the monetization of it or how much it costs, or you know what I'm saying, like. Even like in like fashion and things like that, like I don't really care for like high quality. Like I don't care about Gucci, Louis, Chanel, like all this shit.
and
Like
the experience is
That's what matters.
it's what matters. 'Cause
Exactly.
when you're 90 years old,
but real quick, but like my girl, like she goes out of her way to spend money for me. You know what I'm saying? And I really do appreciate it a lot. So it's like I'm in a situation where it's like I don't really go out of my way. I don't spend money like that on my girl, like unless it's like an experience that she's gonna have, that we're gonna have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Besides that, I don't like give her like gifts and all this shit. And I feel like a part of her maybe sometimes expects that. And I know she does, especially for like her birthday and all this shit. And I definitely should go all out for like those events and shit. That's what's expected, and that's like that's the agreement that I kind of came to like in my relationship, where it's like, you know, like respect on both sides.
That's
fair.
That's fair, and that's admirable that you would you would tell her how things are going to be, and it's admirable on her side for understanding you. And you know what? It shows to you that she's with you for more than just monetary or materialistic things.
Totally. Any questions? Shit, I'm sorry. I'm trying to look for this guy right now, bro. I can't find him. I feel like he just got blacklisted from Instagram.
Which one?
Do you guys believe like finding a couple like I found my boyfriend or husband on Twitter? Like you think that will like last forever?
Of course.
Yeah,
Okay,
totally.
sure.
I've seen stories. Of
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm just
When
curious
people
because
meet,
I see people last
when
for a very long time.
people meet and say, I knew this guy, he was on a swinger site, right? And he met this girl, and you know they were just fuck buddies. There every weekend. He told me for every weekend for the summer, he would go to her place or she would go to him, fuck all weekend. Then you know what? They started having feelings for each other.
Oh, and
then they got married and they have kids now. You could meet your soulmate or wife, husband, anywhere. Yeah, anywhere. It's just the connection that two people have.
Okay, I see.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna pull up this guy real quick. So this is the guy I've been watching. He's not on Instagram. I can't find him. I don't know. Right, wait. This is the shit he's saying. I feel like this girl's like, and the females fucking love this guy. And sometimes he says shit that I agree with. Sometimes I'm like, I definitely he missed it. But tell me what y'all think.
50% to the table, by all means, let God do that. If you want to have a luxurious life, a man to take care of you, then understand the things that I'm telling you is what men will do. It's not about beauty. You do not have to be a supermodel to get a man with money. I live in a multi-million-dollar neighborhood where the average home is 1.5 million. My neighbors do not look good. So there's plenty of men and plenty of women out there. Do not let social media fool you. Or you could be like the girl that bashes me and pay for everything. And then have a man fuck on you for free for 4 months. And then you break up and you back where you started. Or you could go with a man that's going to pay your bills for 4 months. Yeah, you might have not been together, but at least you saved the rent for 4 months. So what would you rather be? In a new position with more money or get fucked because you were getting to know him and now you're in the same position? Have a good day.
See, like, that's kind of fucked up though, bro. Like the end part is like I get it. I get how it makes sense, like in a financial way, but that's essentially like he's talking to gold diggers. And a lot of those females that support that don't want to admit that they're gold diggers.
I feel like that message was towards gold diggers.
No, it is, but he's just talking about females. He's like, yo, like you should be like, if you want to live this high quality. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
it's
what I'm
literally
saying.
towards gold diggers. But a lot of the girls that repost this, like, will never admit that they're gold diggers.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I'm saying?
retweeted it saying preach.
Like preach.
Let me see if she even look good.
And I'm all like this part right here. I'm just like,
you saved the rent for 4 months. So what would you rather be? In a new position with more money or get fucked because you were getting to know him and now you're in the same position?
It's fucking ridiculous.
you know what I'm saying? It's like he's kind of telling like females to be like, oh, like fuck with the guy that has money
and
because he's gonna pay your rent. He's gonna you get a free
you
ride.
Can stack your
Check
bread
that
up.
girl's Twitter that reposted. I want to see how she looks. No, go down.
Oh, this girl?
Yeah. 13K. How she look like?
I mean, who cares?
Go to media.
Who cares
Go to
how she
media.
look like?
Let me see if she's I want to see if she's a supermodel.
Nah, is that her?
She ain't no supermodel.
Yeah,
She has a bot account, bro.
But the big question.
That was only 2 likes. Get the fuck out of
It
here.
don't
The
matter.
big question
It don't
I
matter.
have
The
is
question,
how
the real question is like what he's really saying, right?
Yeah.
And he's not telling the girl to like better herself, you know what I'm saying, or to like do it for herself instead of sitting here and like mooching off other dudes that have money.
So the big question here, I believe, is how many men can afford to do something like that? Not many.
Only 1%.
Only 1%.
100%.
So
He's selling the shoe
most
high.
guys are
Some
just
aim
regular
high.
guys. Some guys have a little more money than others.
But it's crazy how social media portrays like all this stuff because
But that's just
all you
social
see on
media.
social media is like, oh, this guy paid for everything. Oh, this guy just bought me this. It's like, bro, like there's more to that than just I don't
Social
know,
media
it's-
is just
it's ridiculous.
I say
there was
social media is
a
dangerous
sad
place.
story.
It's fucking
followers, so
it
that's
it makes you believe these crazy things that like you
That's
only
why-
like
It's a dangerous place.
it is.
Yeah, no,
insane.
yeah. If you only get your information from social media, you're kind of fucked. You
or your
have to-
beliefs are based off social media things you see on social media then
Yes. Well, I mean, no. Listen. The beauty with social media is that everybody's able to throw their opinion out there. That's what I fucking love about it. We got that freedom of speech, and of course, it breeds stupid people, right?
Because opinions are like assholes. Everybody
Exactly.
has
But the thing is, if you only listen to one opinion, you know what I'm saying, you're breeding a dickhead, right? But if you listen to like many different opinions and you care to look at both sides,
construct your own opinion.
yeah,
out of that.
and then kind of construct your own opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like great artists steal, right? That's something that everything's known for, right? Everything has already been thought about. So everybody draws inspiration from each other and they try to learn and grow from each other, right? So it's like if you're just sitting here watching one person and immediately reciprocating exactly what they're saying without actually thinking about it and actually going to other sources and being like, yo, what's this person's perspective? What's that person's perspective? And then coming up with your own and applying what you actually know in real life, then you have like a whole something well thought out, you know?
Yeah.
But if you don't do that and you're just literally just saying what other people are saying without like looking at both sides, then you're ignorant, right? And that's the stupidity of social media. Then people will just repost it, and then like other people watch and they're like, oh, this person must just think one way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
So that's kind of social media fucks you up, especially in a dating world. Like I just feel like I see more and more women kind of like jumping on this, and it's not really to attack them. It's more like, yo, like even males, right? Like, yo, like we went over this whole thing, like, yo, like we be bums, bro. Like we be bumming off girls too sometimes, bro. Right?
That's a fact.
That's a fact, bro. All these fuckboys be bumming too, but like my point isn't to just come at guys or to just come at females, just to come at people and be like, yo, like grow. You know what I'm saying? Like do something with your life. You know what I'm saying? Look at the other person the way you look at yourself. And then you can build something together. Like and I don't believe in marriage.
You don't believe in marriage?
I don't believe in marriage. So I'm saying all that, but I respect the relationship that comes with marriage. But my thing with marriage is just the fact that it's just a piece of paper that's just legally binding. That's it. But everything else about marriage is like respectful and beautiful, I think. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only reason why I don't believe in marriage. But I believe that like people should go out and work on themselves, better themselves, find somebody, which is really hard to do, that do the same, and then build something together.
Yeah.
You know?
Most definitely.
That's true.
Fucking long-winded to say that, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah.
You need people like me.
All the girls are probably looking at George like, who the fuck is this guy? talking
Who the
about.
fuck is this guy?
Have you guys ever dated an actual like gold digger or somebody that you felt like you have to keep up like a pay?
I haven't,
pay
but
for them, pay for them, or constantly.
I have a
no?
friend
Never.
that actually dated one.
No, so I'm like talking all this shit,
No
but I
name.
have never
No.
done that.
I never dated a gold digger, but I've had this one situation where I was in a relationship and I was working. I had a full-time job. She didn't have a job. So it felt like a drag constantly being with her and like having to pay for our meals, having to pay for the vacations, having to pay for the trips. To the point where it got exhausting. It's like, dude, how much longer can I keep doing this?
That's a drain.
And
Can I
it's a
support
drain.
you?
And that's, I mean, not that I blame her because, you know, she was still in college and stuff. She was like a year younger than me. So she was still in college. But it was like, you know, it's one of those situations where it's just like,
But you're the one offering her the trips.
that is true. But I mean, what are we supposed to do?
That's
Just
true.
walk around every day? Like,
That's
just
true.
fucking.
Like, listen,
Let's go to the park.
I just-
Let's go to a public park.
So remember we talked about this thing with the whole first date and shit, right? Like, should you pay on the first date? And my
what do you mean you should pay on the first date?
should you pay on the first date? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Should you pay on the first date? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Should you pay on the first date? Yes
Of
or no?
course.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So
Unless you don't make it clear that it's not. If you're like, let's hang out, then you split that. But if you're like,
No.
let's go on a
I still pay.
date, let's
Still
go on
pay.
a date, then yes. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
no, like, if
The only
you
way
invite
I
her
wouldn't
anywhere,
pay
you have
is
to.
if she invites me.
Mm-hmm.
The check comes. You gotta go to the bathroom.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah. Yeah. And she goes, "Why aren't you gonna pay?" I'm like, "I thought you invited me." She goes,
Oh, yeah, sure.
And I didn't pay.
That's crazy.
That happened to you
didn't pay.
before?
That's great.
That happened before. That happened to you before.
Yeah, I didn't pay.
Bro, John, like I said, John's a wise man. All right, John's been through
John
more.
knows all the tricks.
John's been through more than
John
we've been
Chance.
through.
John
bro.
could write a
He's still
book.
going through
Yeah.
it. He's still going through shit.
The memoirs.
Sheesh.
The memoirs of El
I
Tío.
have stories.
One more falling asleep over there.
Homer's over here like, yo, fuck that, bro. I pay for everything.
We got the producer right here, Wilmar.
Yeah, bro. Yo, light over here, bro. Light
He's
over
on
here.
sound check.
More light over here.
All right. I think we can start ending the show, right?
Oh, yeah,
It
bro.
is.
It's
Yeah,
about
fuck it.
to
Yeah,
be
let's
one.
fucking end this show. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on another episode of Jesus. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. Like I said, send this to your grandmother, send this to your cousin, send this to your grandfather.
Shout out to my mom.
Send this to your baby mama, send this to your ex, send this to anybody you think needs to listen to it, all right?
Shout out to my wife.
Because they need to change. They
Not
need
my
to make
ex-wife, not my
fucking
ex-wife.
change. Definitely send it to John's ex-wife.
If you're John's
Please-
ex-wife, fuck
Please
you.
find her down below. I don't know. I'm gonna link his Tinder. Y'all can hit him up there.
We'll
Y'all can
post
find
the
him there.
link. We'll put it in the description.
We're all on Instagram. All right. So everybody, just
Good
please.
luck on that subway ride home to your miserable, ugly fucking wives.
It's a quick
Peace.
message. Peace.